Can't focus on me. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fega if you're new here. Thank you for stopping by and I hope you stick around because today I'm teaching you how to do my simple clean makeup look. In quotes, clean girl makeup. Babes, it's 2025 and we need to learn how to do our makeup. Something simple and clean that you can achieve under 20 minutes. Okay? So I'm going to be talking you through my makeup routine and hopefully you learn one or two. Alright, let's get into it. So first, what I like to do is to use my lip balm. You can use any lip balm Vaseline just to keep your lip moisturized throughout the process, you know. Then I do my brows. I like to do it before any base because I just found out that after putting foundation and powder it becomes messy and it just works for me. I've been doing it for over like 6 months now. I just use an edge control really. This is a black edge control and it works so good for my brows and my hair. Is literally the truth, like no cap, no ads. I love it so much and that's why I use for my brows. So I just use an edge control brush to brush my brows upwards. They're actually currently laminated but like nothing serious. This is what I would do as well if it was not laminated. I think any good edge control should be able to do this. Just brush it upward, and to be honest, when I even do this I don't even have to shave my brows. I actually just shaved it last month after like 6 months or what. So yeah, I do this and then I use the other part of the brush to just carve it a little. That's literally it for my brows. Next I go in with a primer. This is classic and it's a mattifying primer because I kind of have oily skin, but to be honest I can do without a primer. So if you don't want to put too much, you can just put it where maybe you get oily, that's like your T-zone, or just get a primer that suits your skin type, I think. But this works for me and it sits well under my makeup. So you can see that my face looks a bit matte, and before starting I only had moisturizer on. So moisturizer, primer, and like that's it. I can move on to foundation. I think people with discoloration or dark spots like me sometimes like to use color corrector, which can be orange or like yellow depending on your undertone, or green I think so. But I just don't care for it because I think my foundation already has good coverage and I don't want to be adding too much products on my face. But you can actually do that. Just put color corrector or a very light concealer on your spots. These are the two foundations I use. This MAC Studio Fix, amazing, nice coverage, blends well, and this Yanga Beauty. To be honest, I can say the same. I love it so much, but this is way more expensive obviously, so I'm going to use this so that it will just show you that you do not have to use the most expensive products. It's just about the way you apply it and the steps, I think. So I just like to pour some foundation at the back of my hand, and then I just literally use my hand to apply it so that I don't use too much. So I just put it directly on the spot. You can use a brush for this, but I just realized that this just works better for me. So yeah, tap 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 tap. Now I'm going to use my beauty blender. I'm a beauty blender warrior. If you let me, I'll use my beauty blender to apply powder. So I'm just going to take it and blend. You have to soak it in water till it's like soft and fluffy, or you can use your setting spray if you don't want to use water. And then when you're done, don't make it wet, make it damp. So You can't, like, water's not dripping out of it, but it is wet. Do you get? So I literally just take the flat side and then I blend slowly. You need to take your time though. Like, can you see the coverage of the foundation? I told you it was good. So you just blend, 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 blend. Can you see how it's coming together? Like, where are the spots? Show me. Oh my god. You can also use a foundation brush like this. This is what I use when I just want to speed up things. It's just like a thick brush. Yeah, it works as well, but I'd rather use my beauty blender. I like to do my blush before my concealer because I like the illusion of it's coming from inside. If that makes sense. So I'm using this blush palette from Beauty by AD. It has 3 shades and I use this for contour sometimes. It's just that when I'm trying to do a simple look, I really don't like to contour with cream products because it might look too harsh, too serious. But at the end I might just use a powder contour. I go in with my blending foam again and I just dab on this. I think this is the color I want to use today. Yeah, dab, 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 dab. Then I don't know if this smiling thing helps, but it does actually sometimes. So I think when you smile, this part that comes up, just follow it and go upward, if that makes sense. But I mean, I can do it now without smiling weirdly, but I think it would help you. Something I forgot to mention was when I'm doing my foundation, I try to not get it into like my under eye. I don't put products directly there just because a lot of products like concealer will still go there, blush will still go there, so I don't do too much so that it's not cakey under my eye at the end. I try to spread the blush upward a bit, just blend it. Yeah, I think this is alright because I always top up with powder blush anyway. But yeah, I like how it's looking. And I also like this wine color because at the end of the day it blends in like contour somehow. Now I can go in with my concealer. I love this concealer so much. It's Nuban Beauty in my skin liquid concealer. Maybe I'll just leave the details of all of this product in the description box. But Jennifer gifted me one. I think it was too light for her, so she was like, oh, this is it. But like ever since, I have loved it so much. It's so buttery, it's nice. I mean, I'm always open to try new products, but if something is working for me, like, why would I change it? But yeah, I would still like try other things if I need to. Maybe when this one finishes, because I do not have another one. I got it from Nigeria. I might be forced to, except somebody's willing to send it for me. So I literally just put some under my eye here. I bring it down a little bit, and then at the corner here, nothing too much. Your concealer is meant to be at least a shade or two lighter than your normal like foundation shade, just so it's a little bright under your eye. I'll put some at the bridge of my nose. I don't necessarily like to conceal my forehead, but I have some spots here, So that's the only reason why I'm even extending it to my forehead. But yeah, nothing too serious. Another thing I like to do is to contour. Is this contour? Highlight. Sorry. So I just do this. I literally just put it here. Normally if I was contouring now, the contour would go here, but I just want to highlight, and then I'll do a powder contour because we're keeping it simple, but at the same time we want the face to have some structure again. So I start with this because I want this to like dry a bit. I do not want this to dry because it will start having harsh lines, but I want here to be a bit bright. So yeah, you just blend it upward a little bit so there's no harsh line. It's also important the type of blending foam you use, because you can see this one like has sharp edges, it has flats, so it has the round, just for different parts of your face. This now can do the corners and the small. This is good for like foundation. So I will do my nose first. You just tap it lightly. And then when you're blending your forehead, you have to start with the outer corners so that it doesn't take the foundation too in, except you actually want to highlight your forehead. But my forehead is already big. Why am I highlighting it? Why should I? So yeah, I will just do that. And then blend the harsh lines at the side. So you can see that with one blending foam, you can literally do everything. You don't need a whole set of brushes. Because yeah, if you want to use brushes, then you have to use different sizes. Check it. For my concealer under my eye as well, I start with the outer corners. Obviously, you're gonna look up and you're gonna blend. Blend, 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 blend. You need to take your time to blend. But can you see how buttery it looks? I love that concealer. I love the concealer. Nuban Beauty is snapped. And I've always wanted to try their foundation because I'm like, if the concealer is this good, obviously the foundation is going to be good. Well, I just never bought. Still willing to try though. You also like blend it to like the corners of your nose and around your, yeah, wherever this is. Blend, 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 blend. Obviously, by the time you practice a lot, you'll get a hang of it and you'll be able to do your makeup faster. This is what it's looking like. Just foundation, blush, and concealer. You can already see that the face is already looking snatched. And you didn't even really have to use so much product. Or did we? This next step is very important. After blending my concealer under my eye, I use powder of my shade, or a little bit lighter, to press it in before my baking powder, setting powder. So I use this palette because yeah, it just has all the shades. It says Micolor. I used to use the Kale powder and it's quite affordable, but it does the work. So yeah, I'm gonna keep using it, you know. So I use this triangular puff to just I'm going to use this actually. So I just tap it and I press it under my eye. If you don't do it immediately, you might want to go back to just retouch the under of your eye to make sure that there are no cracks. Like that. I want it to be flawless. Okay, so now I can go in with the powder and I'm just going to press it lightly. Do the same for the other side. Can you see? It's already breaking. So you need to go in again, because if you don't go back to blend it before the powder, it will be cakey under your eye. You don't want that. Okay, so we're good. You get better when you practice and you do it more often. Different ways that you actually prefer to do your makeup. You can try doing your brows first. You can try doing it after. Just find what works for you, my love. Okay? So yeah, I think we're good. And I'm going to use my setting powder now to press it in again. I use this Yanga Beauty Blurfect Smooth Setting Powder. It came highly recommended and I'm like, okay, you know, I'm going to try it and it's not bad at all. I use a lot of Nigerian brands actually. That's what I've realized. What I just do is to pour some in the cover. This is the shade Custard. I think they have the brown one as well. That one is really good for like very natural bits because it's just going to bake without actually lightening the makeup. So I use the same foam to just press it in, but the difference is that you're not just going to put it on your face like this. You're going to dab it on your hand to make it smooth, and then now you can press. I think it's the little things like this that just make a difference in the whole makeup. Perfecto. I don't do too much with it because I don't want it to like leave any harsh line or to be very bright. Yeah, it's just like I'm putting powder again, but you can just see that it's a little lighter. So to be honest, I just tap around the excess everywhere. And at this point, you can already see that your face is getting snatched. You do not have to use the exact products that I used. To be honest, any good product is going to work. Keyword, good product. Good products. Excess everywhere. Yeah. Then I'm going to use the darkest shade of the palette to just contour. Actually, I think I'm going to use this because I don't want to be too harsh. Or better still, we're gonna mix it. Yeah. So it's more like concealer, blush, there's a little space, and then concealer, highlighter. So I just dab it a little, nothing too serious. One thing I like to do is to put powder here as well, and then I'm gonna do the same for the other side. One thing I'm going to quickly do is to put a bit of concealer on my lid. I mean, I could just put powder, but I found out that it just makes my lashes pop a little bit, because I mean it's covering my eyelid, so just a little bit. Then I just use a brush to blend it. Nothing serious, because I want to put powder in it, so I just want it to be a little bit bright. Do the same for the other side. When I'm doing my nose contour, I start from the corner of like my eyes. So you just like this corner, and then I even spread it to my brows, and then I just blend it down. Can you see? Nothing too serious, yo. But I think when you blend it into your brows, it just makes it more seamless. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, I don't even bother doing eyeshadow on a normal day, because if I want color, I would rather have it on my lip than on my eyelid. But if at all, maybe one color or shimmer or something, I don't know, go crazy. But for a simple look, you could just use your powder or any brown palettes that you have. So I have this number 7 tiny eyeshadow palette. It's called Sunset Trio eyeshadow. Yeah, I don't use it often because I just use my powder, but I'm just going to dust like this, just at the corners. It's not obvious, but to be honest, I do not want it to be. So now we can brush out our under eye and just put powder everywhere. This is the single powder I used. It's Maybelline Fits Me Matte and Poreless for control. Yeah, I only got it because I just wanted a small powder that I could put in my bag and just, you know, for touch up. But yeah, it's really good. I use that to, you know, dust everything off, blend everything together, all the harsh lines, just but you still need to, you know, take it easy, don't drag, you know. Well, how is it looking? I think it's eating actually. My makeup got better over time, and I understood what just looked great on me. So you need to practice to be, in quotes, perfect, you know. You know. I feel like I've been saying you know a lot. Yeah, don't forget your neck, babes. But to be honest, if you use your shade, you do not have to worry too much about these things. So yeah, find the right shade. We are actually done. So I did say that I used to top up with powder blush. I used the Zaron eyeshadow palette, and I'm just going to touch up very little because I used wine, so I'm just going to use this wine powder as well, wine eyeshadow. So yeah, your eyeshadow works as well. You don't need to buy all the products because some products can be used in different ways. So yeah, I'm just gonna, just a little bit, like that's enough, just to add, bring the color back to the top a little bit. That's it. Some on your nose. And yeah, this is the setting spray I use. The beauty girls know that this Kiss Beauty is literally like 1,500 naira in Nigeria, so it is cheap and it is so good. Like, I don't get it, it is good. I have used different setting spray, but it just works, to be honest. I'm actually looking to try more brands here, but as long as this bottle hasn't finished, we're gonna keep using it. The last stage would have been to like pull my lashes on, put maybe eyeliner, mascara, all of that. I do a lot of those serum when I'm using strip lashes, but you can see I'm on extensions. I love lash extensions so much because it just makes makeup easier and prettier, to be honest. Like, I don't have to be stressing like my lash is not staying. It stresses me because I really have curly lashes, so I'm just going to do my bottom lashes when I'm done spraying the setting spray so that it doesn't mess it up. And allow it to dry. So now that my face is dry, I'm going to use this Maybelline mascara that I took from my younger sister to do my lashes. I really like it because it's like dry. I mean, it's almost finished now, but it doesn't take too much time to dry and doesn't mess up my makeup. I mean, I still have to be very careful because I dread this part. I avoid it if I have to. But yeah, you can just, you know, because I have really long bottom lashes, so just a little some. I'm trying to be so careful. You know when something is already telling you to stop? Yeah. But then a little tip, if you ever like mess up your face with maybe eyeliner or mascara, any liquid black something, just let it dry and then use a spoolie to scratch it out. Don't clean it immediately, it's gonna be worse. It's going to ruin the makeup forever. For context, this is a spoolie, so you just scratch it out after it's dried. Say thank you in comments. Now that everything is done, we can go to my lip, my absolute favorite part. I love doing my lip combos so much. So I'll just clean it with my wipes first. I don't know, some people do it like that anyways, but I don't know, I just like to feel like it's fresh. I also see that some people say if you set your lip, you know, it's going to make your lip liner last longer. I've just not tried it. I will try it though, but not today. I'm going to do a simple brown and nude lip combo that we all love. Guys, this lip liner, this Maybelline lifted liner, guys, is so good. I mean, like, just say for yourself, just chill. Usually overline my lip a little bit. Guys, can you see how is it pigmented this is? Wow, like it just glides on so easily. What? This is like the best lip liner I've used ever. Then do your bottom lip as well. You know, any lip liner, any brown lip liner, could I just Wow, I'm actually obsessed with this lip liner. Sometimes I use my nude lip gloss straight up. Sometimes I put a lipstick first. It's kind of nudish pink, and then sometimes I actually use this blush as a lipstick, and I think that's the mood I'm feeling today. So I just tap it a little bit with my fingers. So once again, you can use your products for different things. Just tap it on your lip a little bit, and you know, just blend it. And this is what it's looking like. I also found out that another secret to having a very nice lip combo is using a brown lip gloss to line your outer lip. Like, since I started it, I can't do without it. Honestly, Jennifer gifted me this one, and like, wow, I don't know how I've been doing lip combos without it. Any brown lip gloss could work for this, but it needs to be like really thick. So yeah, I just carefully outline the lip liner with the gloss. Yeah, so still top it off with a normal regular clear lip gloss. So this is what the finished look is like. I'm very happy with the outcome, but I think one thing I realized is if you want a simpler look, then just like use a lip gloss or something simpler. If you want to elevate the look and make it look glam, you can now like do all the lip liner and the lip combos and 4 glosses, or you just use a lipstick. You can definitely skip some steps that you personally do not want, or add the steps that you like. Well, I hope that you learned a thing or two, because I actually enjoyed doing this video. It's the first time I'm actually doing a tutorial on my channel, so if you want to see more videos like this, just let me know. And I got you, you know, this one I did for my girls. So like, share, comment, everything. If you have any question or you need recommendations, whatever it is, let's talk. This is girl chat. Drop in comments, I will reply you. And yeah, thank you for watching. And if you do try maybe my steps, my routine, whatever it is, you can, you know, tag me on Instagram at Zenani. Anything, just, you know, let's interact. All right, thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you in my next video.